Think about the last time you sat across from someone in total, absolute silence. No nervous laughter, no frantic rambling to fill the empty air. Just a calm, unbothered presence. It usually makes people shift in their seats. We're conditioned to think authority requires a loud, chest-thumping display of dominance or fast, efficient-sounding speech. But those behaviors are often just masks for anxiety. What actually commands a room is quiet, unshakable certainty. This chart illustrates a finding from the University of Kent. Researchers found that projected confidence and actual competence are completely decoupled, lacking any meaningful correlation. The most confident person in the room isn't necessarily the most skilled. They are simply the most secure in their decisions. This security creates a validation paradox. Most social interactions rely on a mutual exchange of approval. We look for a nod or a smile to confirm we're doing okay. When you meet someone who doesn't seek that confirmation, the interaction feels unbalanced. That absence of neediness holds up a psychological mirror to everyone else. When someone is genuinely comfortable in their own skin, it forces you to confront your own reliance on external approval. It exposes the doubts you've been carrying around. They aren't attacking you. Their comfort merely forces a confrontation with your own internal insecurities. This raises a specific question. If this power isn't born of aggression or even superior skill, where does it actually come from? Confidence isn't a personality trait you're born with. It is an internal accounting system meticulously tracked by your subconscious mind. It's built through your say-do ratio, promises you keep divided by promises you make. Follow through on a small intention, you make an internal deposit, training your brain to trust your word. Conversely, breaking a promise makes it withdrawal, degrading self-trust. This self-trust is distinct from arrogance. Arrogance ignores reality and resists feedback. True confidence requires accurate self-assessment. It allows you to acknowledge what you're good at while staying open to the fact that you still have things to learn. When your say-do ratio is consistently high, you no longer need the room to validate you. Your subconscious already holds the evidence of your capability. This internal math is supported by your biomechanics. Research from San Francisco State University found that students performed better on math tests when sitting up straight versus slouched. Your posture sends a direct signal to your nervous system. A slouched position tells your brain you are in danger, triggering a stress response. An upright posture expands your lung capacity and signals that you are safe and in control. By widening your stance and moving with deliberate pacing, you aren't just performing, you are claiming territory. This physical stability forces your mind to follow, grounded in the biological reality that you are not under threat. This biological feedback is the key to managing self-doubt. The brain has a built-in negativity bias designed to protect us from ancient physical threats. In a modern social setting, this bias often misfires, treating a difficult conversation like a life-threatening event. You cannot wait for this feeling to disappear before you act. You change the bias through action. By putting yourself in uncertain situations and surviving them, you provide the biological proof your brain needs to rewire its safety mechanisms. Confidence is not the prerequisite for taking action. It is the result of taking action repeatedly, while you are still uncertain. To sustain this state, you have to recalibrate your brain to notice progress. A daily 5-minute gratitude practice acts as a neurological tool to shift your focus from what is broken to what is working, moving you from a state of scarcity to one of abundance. This shift allows you to stop waiting for external validation, like a promotion or public praise. Instead, you begin keeping an internal scorecard, celebrating the small, invisible wins of the day, like showing up when you didn't feel like it. When you rely on this internal scorecard, you become less susceptible to the status or credentials of others. Even in a room of experts, your worth remains tied to your own metrics, not your rank in the hierarchy. This decoupling of identity and external outcome creates stability. You can accept critical feedback or admit to a mistake because your sense of self isn't on the line. Your identity remains intact even when your ideas are challenged. This focus on creating value rather than competing for status is what draws people in. You aren't playing the validation game, which makes you a rare, stable point in a room full of people managing perceptions. This version of you begins to take shape the moment you decide that your self-worth is no longer a negotiable topic. That decision marks the start of the say-do cycle that builds your foundation. By keeping promises to yourself and moving with intention, you develop a presence that requires no apology and no justification. You aren't trying to make anyone nervous. You've simply built something internal that external circumstances can no longer shake.